was when I watched the announcement for the live-action Moana movie that I realized I'm exhausted. Now, this isn't the straw that broke the camel's back. That happened about 3 years ago. But the camel's back is far beyond broken at this point. The camel has died. What I'm trying to say through this convoluted expression is that I don't care about Disney anymore. And you shouldn't either. Let me repeat, you shouldn't either. There are two main factors as to why these remakes keep getting made. One, of course, is corporate greed and the laziness of cashing in on pre-existing IP, but the other problem is people keep watching them. General audiences, specifically Disney fans, have zero critical thinking skills or media literacy. They see a new trailer drop and they flock to the theaters in mass quantities to tickle their nostalgia bones because Disney's just so magical, aren't they? Well, there's certainly nothing magical about laying off 7,000 hardworking people just because Disney Plus is starting to lose profits, probably due to all the mid-shows they keep pumping out. Sorry. There's nothing magical about filming a movie in the vicinity of literal concentration camps. Yes, Mulan 2020 was filmed in Xinjiang, a native area to the Uyghur Muslims, of which over 1 million are currently being held in these re-education centers against their will. There's nothing magical about paying slave wages to toy manufacturers overseas when their products turn the company a huge profit. Or paying slave wages to Disney World employees to the point of where they can't afford food or housing and even die in their cars. There's certainly nothing magical about the lack of compassion or care for human life. Now, Cosmo, you might be saying, this is all old news. Why bring it up? Well, I'm bringing it up because nobody seems to care. Disney is one of the most influential companies on Earth, and one of the most disgustingly unethical. By blindly supporting them at every turn, we're not just encouraging a lack of creativity, but a normalization of immorality. There are so many more unethical horror stories buried under Disney's go-lucky facade, and I don't feel as if I can do them all justice in a little video. All I can say is, look into the companies you support. I know all big corporations are pretty morally bankrupt, but I think it's time we started to care a little more and refuse to let these atrocities slide. Let's move on to a less pressing matter, the quality of Disney's recent output and their outright creative bankruptcy. These recent movies are so awful, yet people keep tuning in. Now, I know what you're all thinking. CosmoBunny, doesn't everyone hate these new remakes? The sad answer is no. While critics and my fellow YouTubers are scathing to these films, they've been massively successful. The Lion King 2019 made over $1.6 billion worldwide. Disney has zero original ideas, so they've morphed into a desperate one-trick pony, pulling out remake after remake to exploit their audience's nostalgia. And people keep taking the bait. I don't think I need to explain why these remakes are absolute ass. They're so bland and boring that they give the Elementals trailer a run for its money. There are several detailed videos on each awful, soulless remake, and I encourage you to check some out. Because really, what happened? I understand people's love for Disney. They've made some undoubtedly amazing films, and we're one of the most influential companies in the progression of film and animation. I understand Disney is many people's childhood. It was mine too. But we need to break up with Disney. No matter how many times they keep calling, no matter if they bang down your door promising you candy and a shiny new product, we have to say goodbye. Disney is no longer the popular kid we strive to emulate. They're the kid who peaked in high school, whose life now revolves around acts of twitchy, unabashed desperation. I'm not saying boycott Disney for life and never watch your comfort movies again. I'm saying to look at their media through a critical lens. Don't assume everything is worth watching just because it's made by the mouse himself. For the love of all things good, stop going to see these things. You deserve better entertainment than that. Once we start being more critical and scathing towards Disney's mediocre schlock, they'll be forced to put more effort in. And hopefully, under the watchful, disdainful public and the possibility of losing loyal customers, they'll gain some humanity.
Here